Today, I'm gonna show you 3 incredible air fryer recipe for breakfast. And before jumping into the video, if you're looking for new air fryer recipes, tips and tricks to get the best out of your air fryer, or if you're simply deciding if it is worth or not buying an air fryer, please subscribe to my channel by clicking the button below. And now, let's get started. Alright guys, so today we start with our dry ingredient first. All the ingredients are listed down below, so you can look at the description. We have 1/4 cup of cocoa powder, then our 3 tablespoons of canola oil, 3 tablespoons of maple syrup, half teaspoon of vanilla extract, and half teaspoon of salt. Now here are our rolled oats. It's about 1 cup. We add all the rest of the dry ingredient that we have, and we make sure that everything is well mixed and incorporated. Here I'm also adding the salt, and here we go. So before adding the cocoa powder, I like to just mix it up everything and then add the powder at the last as a last ingredient. So I get the feeling that in this way it gets better mixed up, but probably just my perception, but it's something that I do, and if you want to follow along, please do it, or you can just mix it up everything. Now, second step is all our wet ingredients, so maple syrup, oil, and our vanilla extract. Now, as we did before for the dry ingredients, I like to give the mix. Well, everything is well incorporated, and now you can mix the dry ingredient with the wet ingredient and work out the granola like that. Make sure that all the granola is wet and coated into the oil and the rest of the ingredients. Now, I like to use this little basket with the handle. I really like it. I will leave a link down below for you if you want to buy out of Amazon. It's a kit and it's pretty cheap. Now, I place the granola there without any oil, nothing. The basket fits perfectly my Philips air fryer. And I will cook this granola at about 350 for 7 to 8 minutes. And halfway through, as always we do in the air fryer, we want to give it a shake, mix it again, so we guarantee a uniform cooking. And yeah, pretty much. So the granola is ready. Give it a taste. Nice. And then you can use the silicone and the handle. It's really easy to take it out from the Philips air fryer. Yes, you can see it's crunchy, smells really good. The vanilla, the cocoa, it's a beautiful granola this for your morning breakfast. Now, second recipe: 4 eggs, 3 slices of mild cheddar, 3 slices of prosciutto, and a little bit of peppercorn. Now, just crack open the 4 eggs, we want to do scrambled eggs or something like that. So we want to make sure that there is a nice mix with a fork, and then we add later our peppercorn. I like to take the prosciutto and start to roughly chop it up like that. You don't need to be precise, obviously. So this will guarantee us to put in every egg bites. Give the taste. Salty and nice. So I don't add any salt because of the reason that there is the prosciutto. Now, this is silicone mold that comes with the same kit as for the basket that I showed you in the first recipe. Again, I will drop out a link for buying out of Amazon. It's a pretty cheap kit and I really love it. Now, the 4 eggs are perfect for a full container. So as you can see here, it's absolutely exact. And the 4 eggs are medium eggs. So now, after you put the egg mixture, I like to add the mild cheddar and prosciutto. You don't need to be precise. Just make sure that there is an even distribution across the 8 egg bites. Now, I'm gonna show you first how you should not cook the egg bites, which is not using the cover provided, and you will see why in a minute. Now, again, also the silicone mold fits perfectly inside my Philips, and again, make sure that it is preheated, and make sure that we use the 325 for about 6 minutes. And as here you can see, the egg literally exploded. They grow a lot, and first of all, like they are like ugly looking, and second, they are not that good. I mean, they are edible for sure, but the problem is that the texture becomes a little bit rubbery, and I don't know exactly the reason why. And so besides do not be like a nice looking egg bite, it's also not the texture that we're looking for. As you can see here, just, you know, the silicone mold is perfect for these egg bites. I tried to make it prettier by plating in a nice way, but again, guys, I would say that didn't work out because then the taste, also my wife told me that basically we're not that, we're good, but not what we expect in a nice egg bite. So this is the second way that you should actually, the way that you should do it. So I did a slight modification. So I had a drop of honey. You can skip this step. It's just give like a little bit of contrast with the saltiness of the prosciutto and cheese. I like it to have this baked taste that's sweet. And here you can see I applied the cover. Now, when you put the cover on, make sure to cook for about 6 minutes at 350. Then you take the cover out. Now, as you can see, we forced the egg to stay in place there. And this will give us a much better texture. Obviously, they are not ready yet. They're a little bit liquid inside. So what we want to do, we want to finish it off the cooking inside for about other 2 or 3 minutes. Check always the consistency of the egg bites, and now they look beautiful and they are yummy. The texture is way better than the first that I showed you. Now let's take like a quick peek here. Look, it's beautiful, gooey, a little bit of cheese, the prosciutto. The texture it's perfect. It's it's really extremely yummy. It's a little bit salty, sweet, and I tried, and guys, beautiful. Now let's jump on our third recipe, 100% whole wheat blueberry muffin. So we have here 1 cup and 1/4 of a cup of whole wheat flour, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/3 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. Now give the mix to the dry ingredients. Make sure that everything is well incorporated like that. Don't skip these steps. We add the blueberry, 1/2 cup of blueberry at the end. Now let's get the wet ingredient going. So we have here 1/2 cup of buttermilk. Then we add 3 tablespoons of canola oil. I like to do step by step, a little by little, and a little bit of vanilla extract. Again, the recipe is down below, so you can check it out there, all the ingredients and all the steps that I'm doing here as well. Now let's make sure that everything is well incorporated, and as I said, we don't want to mix it up too much, the blueberry, so we just do it gently because we don't want to mash it out. Now let's get the wet ingredient inside the dry ingredient, and let's work out this dough. Now you will see here, this is not a super wet dough, either is not a very dry dough. Trust the process, just work out step by step, little by little, and make sure that everything is well incorporated. Now the consistency will be at the end a little bit like sandy and not really wet and not perfect as you expect, but again, trust the process, just doing like that, stop it, do not overwork the dough. Now I will take it back my silicone mold, and again I will drop you a link in the description down below for you if you want to buy it out of Amazon. And I will make sure to put a couple of spoons inside. Don't put too many blueberry or too much of the dough. You will see why. Now, I like to cook this muffin at 325 degrees for about 8 minutes. Always check before finishing up the cooking. So you can use a toothpick just, for make sure that inside is dry enough. As you can see here, I did a mistake because I didn't hold the muffin well, so the top went off. It's all good. So make sure that you hold the muffin because it's very hot and, it was not 100% cooked. This is it was not 100% cooked, so I give it another couple of minutes. So it's between 8 to 10 minutes at the final cooking time. So they look beautiful. They smell absolutely fantastic. You can take the silicone mold like that with bare hands. I mean, it was hot, but manageable. And you can take out like that from the top. Now, I'm gonna show to you two ways to take the muffin out of the silicone mold. I think the second it's way better, but just to show to you how you can do it in a couple of ways. Now, as you can see here, they look really cute. They are small enough. They have the great consistency. They were pretty hot, so I suggest you, before taking out of the mold, to wait between 5 to 10 minutes to let the muffin sit. This is the second try that I did, and as you can see here, this is the best way. So you just push gently the bottom, and then you take out the muffin. The results is way better. Now, this mold is absolutely perfect for any liquid and any dough that you want to use. And the last one, as you can see, I put too many blueberry, and now give it a try. Super good. And as you can see, they look beautiful. And now let's check what my wife thinks. Okay. We cooked 3 different air fryer breakfasts.
I helped a lot. I did most of the work.
Yes, absolutely, as always. Okay, the first one, we just put together a great granola. Just smell
Should we try
this.
it with yogurt or milk or something?
Yeah, I just have a bite just to try it. We have a lot of things, so. All right.
I love granola. Look at chocolate granola.
Super tasty.
Wow.
Chocolate and the oats and the pecans and almonds.
Yeah. We eat Greek yogurt with granola every morning.
Yeah.
And I think this is much better than the granola we buy.
Yeah, I love it. It's it tastes like sort of like house-made, obviously, taste, which is feels better, more natural, and overall it's
crunchy,
yeah.
Sweet, not too sweet.
Not too sweet. I can't wait to try this with a little bit of yogurt. All right, guys. Now, look at this. Look at this cuteness. Wow.
Disaster averted.
Look at this cuteness. Here, this is an egg bite with prosciutto and cheddar. Wow. Yummy. There's like a touch of honey.
It's like the perfect consistency of egg that you would want.
Yeah.
Like sometimes this kind of stuff can be a little rubbery or spongy. It's not like that at all.
No.
Really soft.
Yeah, I think we reached the perfect temperature and time. The silicone mold helps a lot, and the cover. I showed to you what happened without the cover, so it's kind of like and also we tried it, and it's the texture. It's like sort of rubbery. It's drier.
This is much better.
This is much better.
This is really great when we return back to our lives and we actually have places to go and work and stuff. It's so easy to run out the door and grab a couple of those for breakfast.
Yeah.
Nice. These are so cute too. Oh, you put powdered sugar on them.
Yep. Those are mini muffins.
Look at that up close. Look how cute that is. So nice.
Okay.
I almost don't want to eat it.
Cheers. Look inside. Melting. Those are delicious. Amazing. They are not too sweet. You can feel the blueberry, the whole wheat sort of a hearty flavor.
Yeah, the whole wheat gives it a nice. I don't want to say nuttiness, but you know what I mean.
Hearty, yeah, it's nuttiness probably is correct. And the little sugar, the blueberry, the consistency is perfect.
They're not too sweet.
No, I think they're perfect, and they're spongy. They're outside a nice crust on the top. Really yummy.
These could be fun to experiment putting some bran in there.
Yeah,
like
you
bran
can.
Muffin.
Sure.
Do you want some of this?
It's arcade as always. Almost decided. Guys, all three ideas and recipes are like, to be honest, amazing. Are amazing, and I really recommend you to do this, guys, because they're all three really good. They're pretty healthy. I mean, you can slightly change something if you want like a healthier version. And guys, I'm Daniel Dinunzio, your Fryer Geek, and see you next time.
Yummy.